My hands started shaking. I didn't know what to think. This is September 12th, 2001. They just sent these reports, the redacted thing said, seeing my reaction. I walked out of the room, sprinted down the corridor to the bathroom, and fell to the floor next to a stall. There, I threw up. I sat on the floor for a few minutes, although it felt like hours. What I'd just seen went through my mind again and again. The same thought kept looping back. If they had all this information since January 2000, why the hell didn't they pass it on? My whole body was shaking. I heard one of the SWAT agents asking, "Ali, are you okay?" He had seen me run to the bathroom and had followed me in. I am fine. I got myself to the sink, washed out my mouth, and splashed some water on my face. I covered my face with a paper towel for a few moments. I was still trying to process the fact that the information I had requested about major al-Qaeda operatives, information the CIA had claimed they knew nothing about, had been in the agency's hands since January of 2000. The SWAT agent asked, "What's wrong, bud? What the hell did he tell you?" Quote, "They knew. They knew." That is from Ali Soufan's new book, The Black Banners, The Inside Story of 9/11 and the War Against al-Qaeda. Ali Soufan joins us again now. Ali, when you say they knew, you're talking about the CIA there. What did they know?
Not as an agency. People there knew. Some people in the agency knew that Khalid Mihdar, Nawaf Hazmi were in the United States, and we were looking for people who were connected to the USS Cole for few months, for about more than a year in Yemen. And here are two people who we know from our call investigation have met with the person who facilitated the attack, and his job was to videotape the operation, and one of the suicide bomber of the call in Southeast Asia. And we put at least 3 requests for information, not thinking that they knew. You know, we're investigating, we're getting into information. We share the information with everyone and hoping that any intelligence agency, law enforcement, you know, anybody who has some information to share it with us, because we're investigating the death of 17 of our heroic sailors who perished on October 12 of 2000 on the USS Cole in Yemen. Unfortunately, nobody told us anything until 10 years to the day, September 12th. 10 years to the day. And I still don't know the reason why the information was being withheld. I don't know if it's intentional or not intentional for withholding the information. I don't know if people failed to connect the dots as the theory came, or people dropped the ball. I think there's a big difference between the two. But I know that the information was not shared. And later, the 9/11 Commission came to the same conclusion, and the CIA Inspector General report came to the same conclusion, that you know, the CIA IG goes actually further to say that people in the agency failed to share the information on a timely basis with the CIA, with the FBI, with the State Department, with the Immigration and Naturalization Services, failed to put Mihdar, who was on Flight 77, that flew into the Pentagon, on a no-fly list, and so forth. That does not mean that, you know, everyone in the agency, you know, I don't believe in conspiracy theories, and some of my very good friends are, you know, in the agency, in the CIA, as you see in my book.
Yeah. You're generous toward a lot of CIA officers.
Absolutely, and it's dedicated for all the heroes of the CIA, the FBI, the military. You know, when you work with somebody on the front lines and you're far away in dangerous areas, you only have each other to depend on. So many of the heroes in the book basically are CIA officers, from the CIA officer who, you know, tried to get all the information from a detainee so the detainee can not be rendered, to a CIA officer who actually walked before me out of the Abu Zubaydah interrogation and came home. He said, that's not worth it. To a CIA officer in Guantanamo Bay, who basically was phenomenal leader in guaranteeing that there is no institutional barriers between the entities down there, and all of us work for Uncle Sam. So I have a lot of great appreciations for the men and women in CIA. And we have to actually remember one thing, Rachel, that it's because of the employees of the CIA, the enhanced interrogation techniques, and that program was shelved. It was them who went back and complained to their Inspector General. And a lot of complaints took off, you know, happened over the years. And then the Inspector General of the CIA conducted an investigation, and they reached out
based on CIA employee complaints.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's their own Inspector General, and they came to a conclusion that, look, the CIA program is excellent. However, the enhanced interrogation techniques, the CIA Inspector General said that they could not verify one single imminent threat that stopped because of that technique. And basically, they talk about how bad that technique morally, legally, and so forth. And that's why the techniques were shelved in 2005. So we shouldn't mix waterboarding with the CIA efforts. I mean, the men and women of the CIA, everyone in this country, owe them great thanks for the service that they do, and many of them gave the ultimate sacrifice for this great country of ours.
Ali Soufan, you have changed the narrative about our understanding of both pre-9/11 and post-9/11 fighting against al-Qaeda. Thank you for writing this book. I know it's an act of bravery. Thank you for your service.
Thank you. Thank you, Rachel.
It's nice to meet you, sir.
Thank you.
Ali Soufan's incredible new book is called Black Banners. It is out today. You can read an excerpt from it at our blog, maddowblog.com. We will be right back.